Situated on the border of two states, the Thousand Islands National Park has 2,000 square miles of breathtaking scenery. These 1,864 islets are haphazardly arranged in the center of the massive St. Lawrence River. Their sizes differ, some islands being so little that there can only be 2 trees on them. Tour guides are happy to discuss the histories and even secrets of each island, though. This location, which is listed as a unique phenomenon in the biosphere and is protected by UNESCO, is the most popular destination for those who enjoy ecotourism. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. The Thousand Islands are a remarkable natural feature that spans 80 kilometers along the St. Lawrence River between Canada and the United States of America. It's one of the world's most breathtaking locations and merits particular consideration. After all, one wonders how this is possible when taking in its splendor from an aerial perspective. Not only are these locations incredibly attractive, but nearly every one of them is inhabited. The islands are an exception with their extremely small area. A parcel of land with at least one tree on it that is surrounded by water 365 days a year is considered an island, as per the guidelines and standards established in the area. Consequently, there are 1,864 islands in the archipelago known as the Thousand Islands. The tour guides enthusiastically recount a folktale from the area that is meant to explain why there is such a gorgeous natural riot in the middle of the river. It claims that these locations were the scene of an ancient event when the gods could either punish humans harshly for disobedience or persistent conflict, or show them pity. The formation of the archipelago is actually more mundane and normal for Mother Nature. Located thousands of years above sea level, this region is a portion of the Canadian Crystalline Shield, which has been eroded by the swift circulation of a glacier that is melting. The water just wore away at the hard rock over many millennia, creating a little elevated area and filled the lowlands with its stream. The peaks developed a thick layer of flora over time, transforming into a stunning archipelago. This explains why the islands differ from one another and have different sizes. These locations, of course, were the source of ongoing disputes and altercations between the two nations. However, by the middle of the 1800s, the parties reached an agreement, and as of right now, Canada owns 2/3 of the archipelago, with the USA owning the remaining portion. The archipelago gradually rose to prominence at the start of the 20th century as one of the most sought-after destinations for travel and leisure. Like mushrooms, country cottages, hotels, and inns catering to various groups of people and tourists started sprouting up on the islands. These establishments were extremely popular with fishermen, hunters, and anybody looking for an amazing getaway. Divers are drawn to this location like a magnet because of the intricate underwater array of rocky remnants and the relatively good depth, which in some spots exceeds 65 meters. These depths are today regarded as the greatest freshwater reserve in the world for sophisticated underwater investigation, since they conceal the debris of several ships, schooners, and yachts that sunk in varying years, sometimes even centuries ago. For this reason, the local government alerts owners of large boats to the danger of tempting fate at night so they don't end up like those exhibits that are already at the bottom of the river. It is important to exercise utmost caution during the day. A number of islands are currently very well liked among ecotourism aficionados, and researchers are learning fascinating things about them. Deer Island, purchased for a mere $175 in 1876, this island was given right away to Skull and Bones, the most covert Masonic lodge. Enthusiasts of all things enigmatic, who love conjecturing, are certain that this secret society controls the whole planet. By the way, a lot of people think that this is where the conspiracy's strands were all sewn together more than a century ago. Hart Island. George Bolt, a multimillionaire who came to the United States from Germany at the age of 14 as a young man without resources and no connections, achieved great financial success. He just fell in love with these amazing locations, leading him to purchase one of the United States' largest and most stunning islands in the archipelago. He started erecting a castle for his cherished bride and gave his new property the name Hart Island. Wolf Island, which stretches over 9 kilometers in breadth and 29 kilometers in length, is the biggest island in the archipelago. It still goes by Wolf Island and is home to almost 1,400 people. The adjacent island of Carlton is a great place for history buffs to explore the remnants of Fort Haldimand, which was built by the British in 1779. Tourists are fascinated by its incredible narrative since in 1812 this defensive fortress collapsed in a foolish and even disgusting manner, and just 3 American troops managed to seize it. Dark Island. This island is well known for housing the Singer Corporation's famous castle, which is accessible to visitors and a must-see on all excursions. In addition to taking in the opulent apartment decor, everyone may enjoy taking photographs against the stunning backdrop of historic buildings and the surrounding countryside. Hub Island. With a surface area of about 306 square meters, this island is said to be the smallest in the world to support human habitation. In 1950, the Sizeland family constructed a remote home on the rocky terrain as a place to retreat from the hustle and bustle of society. Because they were still able to fit their home and a tiny open space for outdoor leisure, they named their construct Just Enough Room. They still have to dream of isolation and tranquility, though, for every day, large groups of visitors pass by the estate and continuously capture everything with video cameras and snap photos. International Bridge of the Thousand Islands. The International Bridge, which linked the two nations in 1938, is perhaps the main draw across the entire expansive island. Tourists really enjoy this bridge despite the fact that it is the shortest in the world that connects 2 states, since during construction, observation towers were built that offer an incredible view of the entire region. On our world, there are a lot of genuinely terrible islands where the very terrain appears to make blood freeze in veins, in addition to lovely islands that captivate with their breathtaking beaches and scenery. These islands are a tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors with their unique mysteries and tales. I appreciate you seeing. Would you kindly like and post the video on social media? We'll respond to you as soon as we can. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.